It was once illegal to be gay in the UK and US. That all changed in 1967 when homosexuality was decriminalized in Britain. In 1969, the Stonewall riots broke out in America, and nationwide law changes eventually took place in 2003 that allowed two women to be in a relationship together. While the fight for equality raged on, there have been several movies that embrace the sexuality of their lesbian characters. In today's video, we will share with you the top 10 lesbian movies you should have seen. Number 10. Desert Hearts. Desert Heart is considered a landmark film, as it was the first lesbian-themed movie to be written and directed by a woman. It was released in 1986 and is a two worlds collide type of film, as an uptight English professor and a free-spirited casino worker are drawn together. The film was adapted from the 1964 novel Desert of the Heart that was written by Jane Rule and was met with mixed reviews by critics after its release. Number 9. Amy and Jaguar. Amy and Jaguar is set in Berlin during the Second World War and follows Felice, who is both Jewish and a lesbian, which means she is living with a double death sentence. Paramount to her survival, she manages to keep these things secret while working for an underground resistance group as well as a Nazi newspaper. Everything changes when she falls in love with Lily, which throws both women into terrible danger. Number 8. Carol. Carol is set in 1952 in New York City and follows an aspiring photographer who meets an older woman who is going through a tough divorce. It took director Todd Haynes 11 years to develop the film, which earned him the Queer Palm Award in 2015. Carol is based on the 1952 novel The Price of Salt, which was written during a time that being a lesbian could land you in prison. Number 7. Monster. Monster follows real-life serial killer Aileen Wuornos, who was a former prostitute who murdered 7 of her male clients in 1989 and 1990. Charlize Theron produced the film and also played the role of Aileen Wuornos, starring alongside Christina Ricci, who played a semi-fictionalized version of her real-life girlfriend, Tyria Moore. Before being executed for her crimes, Wuornos gave writer and director Patty Jenkins hundreds of handwritten letters so that she could get a better insight into the twisted mind of the murderess. Number 6. Saving Face. Saving Face is an American rom-com that follows Wilhelmina, a young Chinese-American surgeon living in Manhattan, her pregnant mother, and her dancer girlfriend, Vivian. The 2003 movie was the first Hollywood film to center around Chinese Americans since The Joy Luck Club 9 years previously, and was the debut film of director Alice Wu. The powerful message of Saving Face is to always follow your heart, even if cultural tradition forbids it. Number 5. The Favorite. Released in 2018, The Favorite is one of the most recent mainstream lesbian films to hit the big screen. It is a film that is very different from the standard period drama niche and is a fantastic reminder of how far freedom of expression has come within the film industry and the LGBT community. The Favorite follows the three-way lesbian relationship between Queen Anne, social climber Abigail Hill, and the Duchess of Marlborough, Sarah Churchill. Number 4. Blue is the warmest color. When Adele meets blue-haired Emma, she is taken on a roller coaster of self-discovery that ultimately allows her to find herself through love and loss. Despite the claims that Tunisian director Abdelatif Kechiche treated the actors poorly on the set of the film, it is still considered a masterpiece in French cinema that authentically portrays the trials and tribulations of teenage love. Number 3. Mulholland Drive. Mulholland Drive is a surreal, neo-noir mystery film that was written and directed by David Lynch, earning him a Best Director nomination at the 2002 Academy Awards. The film follows an aspiring actress called Betty Elms, who recently arrives in Los Angeles. She soon meets Rita, who is suffering from amnesia after being in a car accident. The two embark on a journey to learn more about Rita's past, but develop feelings for each other along the way. Mulholland Drive was the last ever film to feature Hollywood legend Ann Miller. Number 2. Portrait of a Lady on Fire. French historical drama, Portrait of a Lady on Fire, made its debut at the 2019 Cannes Film Festival. It follows a young painter called Marianne, who is forced to paint a wedding portrait for aristocrat Eloise. Forbidden love ensues, shattering the worlds of both women. The film won the Queer Palm at Cannes, making director Céline Sciamma the first ever woman to win the award. Our number 1 pick is The Handmaiden. The Handmaiden is an erotic psychological thriller about a woman who is hired to be the handmaiden to a Japanese heiress but has been secretly tasked to defraud her. The film is based on a novel called Fingersmith, which was written by Sarah Waters in 2002. Though the book is set in Victorian London, the film's plot was adapted so that it could take place in Korea during the 1930s when it was under Japanese colonial rule. The film was rated an 8.1 on a scale of 10 on IMDb.com and received a Metascore of 84 on Metacritic. Do you agree with our list? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and be the first to receive new Top 10 videos from Stream TV.